everyone. Here is KSTYLEYO. We're gonna be learning Korean through another K-pop. And this K-pop lyrics, it's very interesting. It's one of the latest songs from IU called Coin. I mean, the song is very cute just like any other song from IU. But this seems a little bit different from other cute music video. If you have not watched the music video, please watch it first because in this live streaming, I'm not gonna play the music video for the copyright reason. So we're just gonna go through the lyrics together and understand what it means. Usually I do remove the copyrighted music video after live streaming is over, but last couple of times I had some challenges with YouTube, so I decided just not to play. So if you do want to go watch the music video first, you can just do that. I put the link in the description down below. Watch it first and get the feel of what kind of music video it is, what kind of song it is, and come back and watch the live stream. Welcome everyone. Come on in. 들어오세요. Welcome. Let's wait a few more minutes for people to join. It's a little gloomy out here. This week it's been kind of rainy. In Canada, where I live. So hopefully the lighting is good and then the microphone is good because I'm using a fancy microphone. Hopefully it's good today. Let me know if you can hear me. And I have 6 different pages to go through today. So if you have any questions, leave the questions in the live chat. And this is highly interactive learning, so make sure you engage with the rest of us. I just realized there is no space here, so I'm just gonna make space quick. Who has heard this song before? Or who has seen this music video? I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys all know who IU is, right? I think we've done IU songs last time as well. And this is like the latest music video that just came out. 안녕하세요. Rachel, Laura, Jaehoon. Okay, welcome. So, for those who are in the live for the first time, 주어 is subject. I actually wrote the Korean words. Object, pink, 목적어, verb, blue, 동사. M is miscellaneous word. We're gonna go through each word together. So let's start this first. 강자에. Oh, I'm pretty sure I separate the word and then it doesn't work. It's weird. Just one sec. So let's read the first one. Okay, where are you? Here. So this is better. 여기 better. 강자에게 더 세게 I love gamble. 과감할수록. 신세계 on my table. I'm sorry. 세상이 원래 불공평해. So 더럽게 재미있지. 강자에게 더 세게 I love gamble. 강자, 이게 뭐죠? 강 has a meaning of strong. 자 has a meaning of person, 강자. So strong person. In English, you may say the strong. 에게. This is equivalent to 한테. 강자한테, 강자에게. To the strong. 더 세게. 더, more, 세게. This is actually what form of the word is it? When you see 개, this is most likely adverb. Adverb. So the verb here is actually 세다. You add 개 to the verb root. 세게. So 세다, this is to be strong. Same thing as 강. 강하다. 너 힘이 세다. You have strength. Your strength is strong. So meaning you're strong. 힘이 세다. So here 세게, strongly, more strongly, to the strong one, right? Strongly. I love gamble. So they're talking about actually not the physical strength. In this case, while playing the gamble, while playing the cards, I'm gonna be tougher to the tough one. 과감할수록, 과감하다, and then 알수록. This one is the more you do this verb, the more you do it. 과감할수록. So the verb here is 과감하다. Look up this verb, 과감하다. Let me shrink this. 과감하다가 뭐죠? This is daring. I'm gonna write it here. 과감하다. To be daring. Or you may find it in the dictionary bold. To be bold. 과감하다. So the more you dare, the more daring. 신세계 on my table. New world. 신 is associated to Chinese symbol. 신 is like new. Do you guys know 신라면? That's not new ramen. That has another meaning. 신 can be spicy. 신라면. That's a side note. 신, new world on my table. The more I dare. Okay? I'm sorry. 세상이 원래 불공평해. Did you hear what I just said? 원래. You don't pronounce it as 원래. It's 원래. Sounds more like R for N. It's hard to say 원래, right? So 세상이 주어져. World, 세상. 원래, originally, or by in nature. So if you look up this verb, actually no, adverb, so it's gonna come up as originally, naturally, 원래. 불공평해. So if you actually break it down, 공평하다. This is to be fair. 공평해. When you see 불, 불 has many different meanings. It could be fire. Okay? But in this case, it's not associated to fire. It's associated to Chinese symbol, negation. So in English, you may see it as IR, irregular, regular, irregular. So in Korean, we also have something like that, IR, in English way. 불 is actually associated to Chinese symbol, 불. Anyway, so it means unfair. So I guess in English, you could use un to negate this meaning, right? Unfair, to be unfair. The world is originally unfair. 더럽게 재밌지. This is an expression. 더럽다. 더러워. Something's 더러워. Oh, it's like to be dirty. 저는 머리 안 더러워요. My hair is not dirty today. today. To be dirty. Okay, like I mentioned, this is an adverb. So sometimes Korean words you may add ke to make it into an adverb. So it doesn't always work in English word because people don't say dirtily, right? But you guys understand the form of the word. 더럽게. In English, you may think of it as expression, right? Damn. 재미있지. In this context, it's like damn. 재미있다. If I break it down, 재미 is fun. 있다 exist. You cannot have 있다 with an object noun. That's why fun exists. So this is normally interpreted as to be fun. 재밌다. G ending, this is confirmation. Okay? So 더럽게 재밌지. It's damn fun. So you understand? It's like expression. 강자에게 더 세게. Okay? More toughly, more tough to the strong one. I love gamble. 과감할수록 신세계 on my table. The more daring. The new world is on my table. I'm sorry, 세상이 원래 불공평해. The world is originally unfair. So, 더럽게 재미있지. That's why. So, it's damn fun. So, she's really enjoying the game, right? 질문 있으시면 채팅방에 써주세요. 없으시면 다음으로 갈게요. 이것도 또 이렇게 붙어있네. 아까는 괜찮았는데. 질문 있으시면 지금 써주세요. 제가 이거 하는 동안. 2번입니다. 이제. 오케이. 베이비 알잖아. 내가 한번 미치면 어디까지 가는지. 마지막 게임이니만큼 후회 없는 실수를 저질러. 더 천천히 읽어볼까요? 베이비 알잖아. 내가 한번 미치면 어디까지 가는지. 마지막 게임이니만큼 후회 없는 실수를 저질러. Baby 알잖아. I think I should have mentioned, when you're learning K-pop lyrics, you have to understand pro. P means poetic, R means reversed, O means omitted. So in this case, I'm gonna talk about reversed. Okay? 알잖아. The verb here is 알다 verb. 알다가 뭐죠? 잖아, you know. This is a verb ending. You don't have to always include you know in English translation. 알다, to know. Okay? So the subject is missing, so we don't know who we're talking about. If let's say you is missing, you know. So that's why it's a bit awkward. So you can just say you know. 내가 한번 미치면 내가 가 subject particle 주어져. I 한번 once. This is the counting unit time. 한번. So one time. English you say once. 미치면. Verb here is 미치다. So you can think of it as go crazy or be crazy. In English, if you say you are crazy, we already assume that you have gone crazy. So we tend to use past tense in Korean. You're crazy. In Korean, 너 미쳤어. Because sometimes people say, why would you say in past tense in Korean? It doesn't mean it's past tense. We don't have the tense have been crazy, have gone crazy. So we tend to use simple past for have plus past participle. I know this is too much right now, right? Too much grammar. But anyway, so 미치다 is be crazy or go crazy. 면, this is conjunction. 면이 뭐죠? Verb root, 으면 or 면. If 동사 ends with a vowel, then you use 면. If or when, depends on the context. Once or once. If I go crazy once, once I go crazy once. 어디까지, where, 까지, to. Where to where, 가는지. 가다 verb, 가다 is go, 그쵸? 는지, whether or not. So we tend to use 는지 with 알다 or don't know, 모르다. That's why, like I said, reversed. This verb should have been actually what? Coming here. 내가 한번 미치면 어디까지 가는지 알잖아. Actually, this part is reversed. So if I go crazy once, you know where to, up to where I go, meaning how far I go. 다시요. If I go crazy once, you know, right? How far I go, up to where I go, you can interpret it as how far I go. You probably wonder, why didn't you include whether or not? You could include whether or not, but in this context I removed it because when it's WH word is used in the same place, same clause, you don't have to include whether or not. Okay? 질문 있으시면 채팅방에 써주세요. 마지막 게임이니만큼. 마지막, last. Game. Game. This is game, same. 이니. So this one is actually conjunction. Noun plus 이니, or sometimes you add 가. This is because. Because it is the last game. 만큼. This is as much. As much. But it's weird to say as much because it's the last game. In English, you may say so long as it is the last game. Or you may just remove that part. Just it is the last game. You just understand the context, what it means. It doesn't always work if you try to translate literally one by one from Korean sentence to English sentence, because phrases come out differently. But I still like to break it down what it means by word so that you can apply in other phrases, or you can recognize them from other phrases. So because it's the last game, so long as it's the last game, 후회 없는 실수를 저질러. 후회. 후회가 뭐죠? regret. 후회 없다. 없다 is the opposite word of 있다. So does not exist. Made it into an adjective describing 실수. 후회 없는. There is no regret. Regret does not exist. Like I said, 없다 also cannot have an object now. 후회 없다. So regret does not exist. 실수, describing 실수, which is mistake. 를 object particle, 목적어죠. So mistake that there is no regret. 저질러. 저지르다. 저지르다가 뭐예요? It could be interpreted as make in this context. Make mistake. That's how you say in English. But 저지르다 can also mean commit. When you use crime as an object, commit a crime, 범죄. 범죄를 저지르다. We say 범죄를 저지르다. When you conjugate it, you add extra R here. 저지르다 is the dictionary form. 저질러. It becomes 저질러. So make mistake that there is no regret. Baby 알잖아. 내가 한번 미치면 어디까지 가는지. Baby, you know, if I go crazy once, you know how far I go. 마지막 게임이니만큼 후회 없는 실수를 저질러. It is the last game. Make mistake that there is no regret. Meaning, be careful with every decision since it's the last game. 질문 있으세요? 우리 6번까지 해야 되는데 2번 끝났어요 지금. 3번으로 갈게요. 질문 있으시면 지금 채팅방에 써주세요. 3번. Actually, there are a lot of English parts here. Born to be gambler. So it's actually an English part. I removed them first. So probably in between there is English part that she dances very cute. Would you use that in any case of making a mistake? Oh, any case of. For me, I don't like a question when it has to be like 100% yes. I'm not sure. But normally we just use this verb 실수하다 as well. 실수하다. I feel like this is more common. To do mistake. 실수하다. 실수를 저지르다. Right? 저지르다. 저질렀어. So commit or make mistake. Right? So that's not as common in my experience. 실수하다 is more common. 좋은 질문입니다. Born to be gambler. 배운 적 없지. Even no tutor. 최악의 패를 가지고 싹 쓸어. 한 수 배우고 싶음 더 예의 있게 굴어. Do you guys know what kind of card game that she was playing in the music video? For me, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. But in South Korea, like poker game was not really popular. I learned about poker when I moved to Canada. I had no idea there were many different types of poker games. Texas Hold'em is like the most popular one, right? Maybe I'm ignorant. But I'm pretty sure she wasn't playing poker. Who knows? But in Korean, game-wise, we tend to play 고스톱. 고스톱. Card game is not as common for older generation. I still remember like 설날 or any kind of 명절, adults get together and play 고스톱. And they get very competitive. Born to be gambler. 배운 적 없지. 배우다 is the verb. Learn. 우리는 지금 한국어를 배우고 있어요. We are learning Korean now. 앤 적 없지. 적, if I actually break it down, 적, you can think of it as experience. And then N is like adjective describing 적. Experience of learning does not exist. Does not exist. Confirmation. Experience of learning does not exist. But it sounds a bit awkward in English, so normally people would interpret it as have not done the verb in the past before. Or I have never done. I have not done. So I have not learned. I haven't learned. If you want to ask this one in question, 배운 적 있어요? In English, you're going to use ever, right? Have you ever learned? 배운 적 있어요? Have you ever learned? But it sounds a really bad question. Have you ever learned? 이 영화 본 적 있어? Have you ever seen this movie? Have you ever seen this movie? 이 영화 본 적 있어요. Or if I use 이 영화 본 적 없어요? Have you ever not seen this movie? Even no tutor. No tutor. 최악의 패를 가지고 worst possessive, right? You can just think of it as worst. 패. 패 is hand. In gaming word. Worst hand. Not 손. 손 is the physical body part. Hand. This one is gaming hand. When you have card, right? Worst hand 가지고. To have. I have the worst hand. 고 conjunction. And. 싹쓸어. 싹 is entirely. Entirely, right? 쓸다, sweep. 쓸다. Okay? So on the table there are cards or chips, whatever. I have the worst hand, and then I sweep entirely, meaning I win. I sweep entirely, meaning I win. 한 수 배우고 싶음 더 예의 있게 굴어. 한 수. One 수 here is move. If you look up this word, it comes up as move in gaming world. One move. 한 수. Move. But 수 has a meaning of method as well. Skill. Or it could be interpreted as skill. That's why when we use this grammar, 할 수 있다. I can do it. Right? 할 수 있다. Meaning, I have skill to do something. I have method to do something. 예? 한수, one move, 배우고 싶음. 배우다, the same verb, learn. 고 싶다. verb root plus 고 싶다. 이게 뭐죠? want to. If you is omitted. If you want to learn, one move from me. I already explained to you if. 면. Here, Do you guys know what is? 면. 으면 can be shortened to 으면. If. If this ends with a consonant, that's why I use 으면. If you want to learn one move from me, 더 예의 있게 굴어. 더, more, 예의 있게. So 예의 있다. This one, to be polite. But you probably noticed courtesy exists. 있다 means exist. 예의 means courtesy. Okay? Politeness. 예의 있다 means 너 예의 있다. You are polite. By adding 게, here it means adverb. Politely. 예의 있게, politely. 굴어. 굴다 is the verb. Behave. You guys don't see this. Behave. 굴다 means behave. conjugated to 굴어. 한 수 배우고 싶음 더 예의 있게 굴어. If you want to learn one move from me, even though in Korean we say one move, in English you may say some move from me. Behave more politely. Born to be gambler, meaning I'm so good. 배운 적 없지. Never learned this. Even no tutor. 최악의 패를 가지고 싹 쓸어. I have the worst hand and I sweep everything. Meaning I win. 한 수 배우고 싶음 더 예의 있게 굴어. If you want to learn some move from me, behave more politely. Is a colloquial speech. You may write it that way or say it that way, but it's actually 으면. Proper way to write is 으면. So verb root, I'm writing up here, plus 으면 or 면. If the verb ends with a consonant, you use 으면. Otherwise, you just use 면 only, right? This means if or when. Depends on the context. When it's 으면, you can shorten to It's the same thing. We sometimes shorten 으면 to 이해하세요? 좋은 질문입니다. If you don't understand what I'm going through, just ask me. Let's go through number 4. You can find the full lyrics in the description box as well. So you can study on your own time. You can print it out and make your own note. So while we are going through it, better you print it out before the live stream starts, so that you can make notes together. 4번으로 갈게요. 4번. 승리를 손에 꽉 잡아 말아쥐어. Worth more than jewels. 저기 가서 놀아줘. It's no kids zone. 매 경기 살벌하게 난 목숨을 걸어. Like a bullfight. 승리를 손에 꽉 잡아 말하지요. Worth more than jewels. 저기 가서 놀아줘. It's no kids zone. 매 경기 살벌하게 난 목숨을 걸어. 승리가 뭐죠? 승리를 object. Victory. 손에. Oh, this is hand. We already talked about it. 손에 in location particle in hand. 꽉. 꽉 means tightly. Tightly. So the way I say in Korean, I say 꽉. Sometimes they make this kind of sound to deliver the same message. 꽉. 잡아. This is 잡다 verb conjugated to 잡아. Okay? So there are a lot of conjunction here. 잡다 verb conjugated to 잡아. And there is no hidden conjunction. There is a hidden conjunction here. If you see conjugated verb root in the middle of the sentence, think of it as there is a hidden conjunction. 말아. Also, hidden conjunction. 말다. Okay? So first of all, 잡다. To grab. Okay? 말다. Roll. 말다 has different meaning. Stop doing what you're doing. 말다. But in this case, it's roll. 김밥을 말다. Roll 김밥. 김밥 is Korean food. People say Korean sushi, but I don't really like the word Korean sushi. Because for us, 김밥 is 김밥. We never associate 김밥 to sushi. Sushi, we think of it as there is a raw fish inside or some kind of fish inside. I guess kimbap, sometimes we add tuna, but it's not the same. Anyway, it looks like sushi. 쥐어. This one, 쥐다 verb. This also has the meaning of grab, hold. So when there is hidden conjunction, you may interpret it as because or and then. Depends on the context. In this case, I'm gonna go with and then. And then, okay? 승리를 손에 꽉 잡아 말하지요. You grab tightly what? Victory in your hand. And then roll and hold. So meaning just like really like grab it tight. That's what it means. Because the lyrics tends to be poetic, so they tend to add more verbs and things like that. That's why. 승리를 손에 꽉 잡아 말하지요. You grab victory tightly in your hand and roll, hold. Worth more than jewels. 저기 가서 놀아줘. 저리. 저리. The same thing as 저기. Over there. 저리. 저기. There. 가서. 가다 to go. 서. Conjunction. This also has the meaning of either because or and then. I'm gonna go with and then. Based on the context, you know. Go over there and then what? 놀아줘. 놀아주다. 놀다 plus 주다. When 주다 is used with another verb, it means favor. To do this first verb. 놀다 here is play, right? 놀아줘. Play with them. For me. Favor. right? So it's like imply that you're doing something for somebody. Go over there and play with them because they talk about it's no kids zone. Play with the kids. This is the adult zone. 매 경기 살벌하게. 매 has meaning of every. 경기, match. Every match, 살벌하게. So you guys understand now. 게 here is adverb. Okay? The verb here is 살벌하다. So to be, if you look up this verb, it says savage. 살벌해. I associate it as almost like scary too. Scary. 살벌하다. It's like similar to 무섭다. 살벌하다. The atmosphere is very dark and scary. It's savage. Those kind of things. But it is an adverb. So however you want to say savagely. Savagely every match. 난 subject 목숨을 걸어. Object 목숨 is life. So you may wonder, how about 인생? 인생 is also life. Human life. In has meaning of human. 인생. Human life. 목숨. It could be any life. 목숨. I feel like 목숨. 숨 has meaning of breath. 숨을 쉬다. We say breathe. Breathe a breath. 숨을 쉬다. So sometimes in Korean word we tend to use verb and same verb turn it into a noun. 숨을 쉬다. You breathe. So 숨 has the meaning of breath. It's like literally the life that you breathe into, right? If you cannot breathe, maybe you're dead type thing. 목숨. 걸다. 걸다 is the verb. Bet. I bet my life. Like a bullfight. At every match, savagely. Meaning I dedicate everything at every match. Right? 승리를 손에 꽉 잡아 말하지요. I grab victory tightly in my hand and then roll and then hold. Worth more than jewels. 저리 가서 놀아줘. Go over there and then play with them. It's no kids zone. 매 경기 살벌하게 난 목숨을 걸어. I bet my life savagely at every match. Like a bullfight. Meaning, you in or out type thing. How do you say? Is it like a freeze or flight type thing? Go all the way. Go all in. 질문 있으세요? Let me see. 질문 있으시면 채팅방에 써주세요. 이제 5번입니다. So this part is similar to what we have already done. It's a similar format. Baby 알잖아. 내가 지금 이 판에 도대체 뭘 거는지. Fight or flight. Did I say freeze or flight? You don't want to freeze. Okay, you want to fight. Yeah. Fight or flight. That's funny. 도대체 뭘 거는지. 마지막 베리이니만큼 엉망으로 테이블을 어질러. Baby 알잖아. So earlier I already mentioned reversed. This should have been coming here. 내가 지금 이 판에 도대체 뭘 거는지 알잖아. It's the same format. 는지 알잖아. So start 내가 I subject particle 지금 now. 이 판에 this board. board as in the game board. 이 판에 location particle. 도대체. This one in English you may think of it as on earth, on the earth. Or in the hell. Okay? So we use that one first and then more. Right? This one is more plus object particle, more, right? So in English you may say what in the hell, what on earth type thing. 거는지. Here, this is the same verb that we talked about, 걸다, bet. But you remove R here. 예, 거는지. You know? What on earth? I bet in this board now. Like I said, 는지, you don't have to interpret it when there is WH word. Okay? You know, what on earth? I bet in this board now. 내가 지금 이 판에 도대체 뭘 거는지 알잖아. 마지막 배팅이니만큼 last betting. We talked about it. This is because 만큼 as much. So long as, you can think of it as so long as, you can just interpret only because. Because it's my last betting. 엉망으로. 으로 has different meaning either by, as, with, depends on the context. 엉망 is mess. 아, 이거 다 엉망이야. It's a mess. Okay? 엉망이야. Okay? 엉망 mess. 엉망으로 by mess. Does it work in English? But you're gonna realize that this is more like a repeating word based on this verb as well. Because 어지르다. 어지르다. To mess up. It has meaning of to mess up as well. 어지르다. 머리를 어지르다. Mess up my hair. 어지르면 안 되는데. 테이블을. Object particle, table. Same thing, English. So I mess up the table by mess. It sounds repetitive, so you don't have to think about including every word in English. It is the last game. Because it is the last game, I mess up the table. I wonder why she did that though. She wants to have fun maybe. It's the last betting. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna mess up the table. I think if you watch the music video, you know what happens at the end. Baby, 알잖아. 내가 지금 이 판에 도대체 뭘 거는지. Baby, you know what on earth I bet in this board now. 마지막 배팅이니만큼 엉망으로 테이블을 어질러. It's the last betting. I mess up the table by mess. I mess up the table. 마지막 어떻게 되는지 말 안 할게요. 한번 보세요. 뮤직비디오. 이제 마지막 가사를 공부하겠습니다. 오늘의 마지막. If you like learning Korean through K-pop, make sure you give it a like. It helps the algorithm. Graham Stefan says, it helps the YouTube algorithm. That's the YouTuber I follow. Queen, nicely done. My bad, you lose. 구걸하지 않는 눈빛, 우리 게임의 rule. Come on, give it up, holy you lose. 끝내줄게. 그만 여기서. Queen, nicely done. My bad, you lose. So I think this lyrics coming from a guy who won at the end. I already said it, but you probably find out. Queen, nicely done. My bad, you lose. Pity for her, right? 구걸하지 않는 눈빛 우리 게임의 rule. 구걸하다. 구걸하다. It's a bag. 지 않다. Negation, not, right? 는 adjective describing 눈빛. 눈빛, eye light, meaning 눈빛 is just sparkle in your eyes. 눈빛. So the way you look at somebody, 눈빛, eye gaze. I light. How did I say that before? 눈빛. Is there a word in English? 눈빛. It says glitter of one's eyes, expression in one's eyes. Yeah, there is no really specific word, one word in English. Just look it up if you're curious. Expression of one's eyes. The eye that does not beg. And there is should be a comma or something. 우리 게임의 rule. 네? 우리 게임의 rule. Our game's rule. So probably this is the subject if I'm assuming. And be verb is missing. So the eye that does not beg is the rule of our game. Eye that does not beg is our game's rule. 끝내줄게. 그만 여기서. 끝내다. 주다. Oh, we already talked about it. When 주다 is used with another verb, right? 끝내다 plus 주다 means favor for this verb. So 끝내다가 뭐죠? I actually have a video in my channel. 끝나다, 끝나다 versus 끝내다. If you want more examples, you can check it out in my probably either verb playlist or grammar playlist. Just simply I tell you, 끝내다 is finish. You need an object. 끝나다, also finish, subject, subject finish. 라이브 아직 안 끝났어요. This live streaming has not finished yet. 이 라이브 안 끝냈어요. I used the second one, meaning I have not finished this live yet. Very subtle difference. Here 끝내다, so finish something, probably finish this match, this game. 끝내줄게, I will finish it. Will. Or you can think of it as let me finish it for you. As a favor. 끝내줄게. It's like I'm doing it as a favor. Let me finish it. 그만 여기서. Stop. 그만 means stop. Stop. 여기서. Here. 서. This is shortened from 에서. Location particle. Stop here. You can think of it as stop here. Normally when you use 그만, we have a verb. 그만하다. 그만 먹어. Stop eating. Stop doing what you're doing. 그만해. 그만 먹어. Right? But here, 그만 여기서. Like probably stop playing. Because let me finish it for you. Right? So it's omitted. To forget which one is which, passive and active. That's right. 구걸하지 않는 눈빛. 우리 게임의 rule. The eye that does not beg is the rule of our game. 끝내줄게. Let me finish it for you. 그만 여기서. Stop it here. Meaning game's over. 이 가사 어땠어요? I think this lyrics is really explaining how the music video is going, like in the storyline wise. Because sometimes the lyrics is not matched with the music video. Then I get confused. But I think they did a really good job with the storyline of the music video and lyrics. So I highly recommend you to go watch the music video afterwards. If you have any questions, let me know in the live chat. If you do have questions after live streaming is over, you can leave them in the comment down below. If you want to support my work, just click like button. Doesn't cost anything. Just like button and share this video with your friends. You can even take screenshot of this live streaming and share it in your IG, Instagram. I will repost it for you. Okay, so we get the channel spread to more people. 질문 없으시면은 그러면 오늘 라이브 끝내겠습니다. 끝내겠습니다. 여기서. 그만 여기서. 그럼 좋은 하루 보내세요. 감사합니다. 안녕.